And welcome back to the Crypto Hour. I'm your host, Pete Maxwell. Well, unless you've been living under a rock, you know the story of Bitcoin. If you had bought $100 worth of Bitcoin in 2010, today it'd be worth over $5 million. And while that's great news for those who bought it back then, it's not so great for the rest of us who want to buy it today. Today we're joined by Elisa in New York and Seb in London to discuss the rising fortunes of altcoins. Elisa, we'll start with you. What is an altcoin and why are they becoming so popular?
Thanks, Pete. An altcoin is simply any cryptocurrency other than Bitcoin. Today, there are over 1,200 altcoins for people to choose from and purchase.
So, what is the attraction to altcoins and why are so many people buying them?
Well, Pete, the main attraction to altcoins is simple. With Bitcoin now around $5,000 a coin, many people feel it's too expensive to buy, and all the big gains have already been made. They want to get in on the ground floor of the next big thing before its value explodes.
So, what altcoins are people getting excited about these days?
Well, Pete, there's a lot of buzz around several new coins. Neo, formerly known as Ant Shares, is already around $30 a coin. Omisigo, whose clever symbol is OMG, that one is already up around $10 a coin. Veritasium is another one gaining in popularity. It's already up around $60 a coin. And then there's a brand new one called EtherBTC, which has a lot of excitement starting to grow around it.
And why is that, Elisa?
Well, Pete, EtherBTC, whose symbol is ETHB, just launched on EtherDelta and trades around 25 cents a coin. Because there's only 21 million of them, just like Bitcoin, buying ETHB now is almost like being able to go back in time to buy Bitcoin at 2010 prices.
Seb, have you heard of EtherBTC? And if so, what can you tell us about it?
Well, Pete, yes, I have heard of EtherBTC, and here's what I know. It was created by a crypto enthusiast in the States named J.A. Ziskowski, who felt Bitcoin was getting too expensive, not just to buy, but also to transact with. You see, every time you pay with Bitcoin, there are these miners who get paid for verifying your transactions, and with Bitcoin, those fees started to get rather expensive. Ziskowski's solution was to create a Bitcoin alternative on the Ethereum blockchain.
Ethereum, now that's the one that Microsoft, MasterCard, and a bunch of other big names are getting involved with, correct?
That's right, Pete. Microsoft, MasterCard, Intel, and many of the biggest names in business have come together to develop apps on the Ethereum blockchain. This means Ethereum, over time, will become just as well known and widespread as Bitcoin, if not even more so. What attracted Ziskowski to the Ethereum blockchain was its speed and how inexpensive it is to perform transactions, especially when compared to Bitcoin.
So why not just use Ethereum? Why create EtherBTC?
Well, Pete, there are a few reasons. First, Ether has been selling in the range of $300 to $400 per ETH, so it's already rather expensive. Second, many ICOs, or initial coin offerings, sell their new coins for Ether. This can concentrate tens of thousands of Ether in the hands of just a few companies. And when those companies sell Ether to raise cash for their business, it can crush the price of Ethereum. And thirdly, there's no limit on how many Ether tokens can be created.
I'm sorry? Come again, Seb?
Pete, right now, there are over 90 million Ether in circulation, which is almost 6 times the number of Bitcoin. And there's no limit to the amount of Ether that can be created in the future. That means that inflation in the supply of Ether could over time make Ether worth less instead of more.
Wow. So, what special properties does EtherBTC offer that Bitcoin or Ethereum on their own do not?
If you don't mind, Seb, I'd like to answer this one.
Go ahead, Alyssa, steal my thunder.
Pete, here's the brilliance of EtherBTC. It uses the Ethereum blockchain, making it faster than Bitcoin, while allowing it to ride on the coattails of Ethereum's mass adoption. But unlike Ethereum, which, as Seb pointed out, has no cap on the number that can be created, EtherBTC is limited to just 21 million units, which is the same maximum number as Bitcoin. And to top it all off, right now, the price of EtherBTC is right around 25 cents a coin, which is about what Bitcoin cost way back in 2010. Think about that, Pete. That means you could buy around 10,000 ETHB today for about half the price of a Bitcoin.
Wow, that is a compelling argument. So Seb, I'm going to give you the last word, all right? How can people learn more about EtherBTC?
That's an easy one. They can go to the EtherBTC.io website.
Well, there you have it. Elisa in New York, thank you, and Seb in London. Thank you both for joining us today. Now in other crypto news, Bitcoin is preparing for yet another hard fork.